Hey everybody, today's April 14th and today we're going to talk about the price of gold and silver. We're going to talk about whether I think we've bottomed here and are we going to finally find some support and go up higher, or is this just a temporary fake out and we're going to go a lot lower like we have in the past. Over here and over here. And before we discuss this further, please read this disclaimer and you can pause this video as you read it. Okay, so in the past we talked about how gold is in a downtrend. Obviously we're having lower highs and lower lows, and right now we seem to be finding at least a short-term bottom, right? We have sort of a double bottom perhaps, but this is not going to be validated until we have a clean, strong break to the upside, right? Otherwise we're going to have something sort of like this, where it looked like a double bottom. We had a sharp rise that would end up being a fake out, and then we saw the price decline further, right? Another fake out over here, and something that seemed like it could be a double bottom with, this is actually a higher low, like a very small higher low, but still, and that's tricked a lot of people. But ultimately we ended up breaking support and then ended up going lower, right? So the question is this finally going to be our bottom for the year or are we going to go down lower, right? And I think something we have to look at is this Fibonacci level, right? Over here we got rejected every time. So these Fibonacci levels tend to act as strong support or strong resistance level depending on where the price action is, right? For here we blew past this level, but then we came down, we found some support. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the momentum to push up higher as we kept making lower highs. And eventually this ended up being a descending triangle and the price ended up breaking lower, right? Below that triangle. And then again, we kept consolidating and we just kept going lower and lower, right? So what we need to do is we need to find support, first of all, above this Fibonacci level. And we're doing a pretty good job so far keeping above this level, but it seems like we can't spend too much time here. We want to see a strong buying pressure to the upside to push the price higher, right? The more the more time we spend around this support level, the more likely we are to break it, right? Like we did here and right here. So the first line of defense for gold is we want to try to hold this Fibonacci level, right? It seems like we're trapped below this 50-day simple moving average. We aren't able to break through above here. So this is our resistance level, but support on the Fibonacci level here. So right, so we can break through this line, and it seems like it's going to come down the next couple of days. But if we can break through, perhaps come down, retest it, and push up higher, right? Then I'll be more optimistic on gold. But for now, it does seem like it's starting to slump a little bit. And the worst case scenario is that we fail to hold this Fibonacci level and we come down and retest for the third time around 1680. And then we just bounce around and then go down lower, right? So if we don't hold that level, that's just what I believe was going to happen. But if we can hold this level and we push up higher, what I want to see is a clean break above not only 1800 but 1820, right? Because why? We have support level, which flipped to resistance here, got rejected and pushed down higher, right? Want to come up, push up higher, come down, retest, and then push up and test our next big Fibonacci level, which is here, around 1900, right? So that's what I'm looking for with gold. Still, we have to give benefit of the doubt to the bear so far, right? We haven't even made a higher high yet. We're still making lower highs, not necessarily lower lows, right? Because we do have a short-term double bottom here. The question is, it's too early to say what's going to happen. We can't determine the direction of the mid to longer term trend just looking at the chart, right? We need more time for this price action to develop, and hopefully we start to make higher lows and higher highs. We start to see the price come up. We start to see more buying momentum to the upside, right? We're still in negative territory for the MACD. We want to see this cross into positive territory. We want to see more green histogram, strong green histogram, right? We want to see the RSI continue to move higher, and that's going to give more buying momentum, buying pressure to the upside, which is going to make the pattern of the charts, sorry, the pattern of gold on the charts flip more biased to the bullish side, right? Now looking at silver, silver has looked more bullish than gold, even though it's pretty much neutral. It's been going sideways for the last half a year, right? But at least we're making higher lows, at least and it's not like the best higher low, but it is a higher low, right? The problem is we need to start making higher highs. We need to break above 2800, right? We want to see silver break above, well, first of all, we got to get above this level, which is 26, 27. this Fibonacci level, right? We want to get above this level and then push up higher, and then perhaps come down, retest, and then make higher lows and higher highs. But if silver continues to go sideways, there's a chance we might break below and continue lower, right? Because in the short term, we're in a downtrend, right? Downtrend, down, lower highs, lower lows. And so at the very least, we want to see us hold 24. If we don't hold 24, we're going to start making lower lows. And then, of course, I talked about in previous videos how we absolutely must hold 22, right? Because that's where we had two bottoms here over the last 6 months. If we don't hold this level, this is probably going to bounce around and then go down even lower, right? So with silver, we want to break above 26, at least in the short term, and then 28. And then we'll have a chance at 30, right? But at least 26 and 28 first. If we can't break above that, then our support level is 24, and our strong support level, which we absolutely must hold, is 22. If we don't hold 22, this is just going to be a sideways market that broke to the downside, right? We want to turn this into a sideways market that broke to the upside, because silver was very strong last year, right? We saw a huge dump, but this in March, but during this time everything was dumping, right? Then we saw an epic, not only recovery, but just a spike in the price, and now we're basically consolidating. But we want to see silver continue to make higher lows, right? And we want us to start seeing silver make higher highs, because right now we're making lower highs. So, but still, silver is still looking stronger than gold, which is basically lower highs and lower lows. Basically a bearish trend right now in gold. Now, gold still has a chance if we can hold the Fibonacci level here around 1733. If we can hold that level, then we might have a chance to go up higher. But if we don't hold that level, then the next level we have to test is the support level at 1676, which we already tested 2 times, right? And when I said over and over again, the more we test certain levels, whether it's support or resistance, the more likely we are to break through, whether it's to the downside, if we keep testing the support level, like over here, or over here, right? Or we might break out to the upside if we keep testing resistance. Right now we're testing support level, and we just need more buying momentum to push the price higher and give it a chance to make higher lows and higher highs and reverse the trend from a downtrend to an uptrend, right? So that's gold and silver. I'll update you again next week and see if this thing can finally push up higher, or if we're going to roll over and fall below the Fibonacci level and possibly go below these 2 bottom lows around 1680. Thank you all for watching this video. If you found it useful, informative, helpful, please like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe for updates. Thank you all so much for watching, and I really appreciate your support. Have a great day.